Hey guys, Robert here. So this is an unusual video for me. Some of you may know, others may not, that I am a painter, artist, sketch people, whatever you want to call it. And my sister and her boyfriend had recently came up to me asking for a Rob original painting. We thought it would be a good opportunity to give them something meaningful. So, this is my first time doing this type of commentary, and we'll see how it goes. On that note, let's get to it. So today on Painting with Robert, we will be doing a beat scene. So when I start off a painting, I like to measure where certain aspects of the painting are. This usually helps me with scaling and trying to fit as much of the painting I can on the page. So with this, I like to map out where the ocean is, where the sky is, and where the mass is going to lay in relationship to everything else. For that, I usually use a ruler for getting the points off. Then I would draw with a pencil to show where everything is. I would also use a tape measure to help figure out any straight lines. So for today, we'll be working with watercolor and acrylic. The acrylic will be for the land and trees and any other aspects that will be the main focus, while the watercolor will be used for the sky and ocean to give it that mysterious kind of going on forever type of feel. I thought of using this technique. It's very interesting. The idea with the watercolor not being the main focus and just being like with the sky and ocean, how it just continues on. And the acrylic is what your eye catches first. The idea that it is your main focus and what you really want to pay attention to. So with this, I thought it would be great to try to do that for the water and the sky. So you see here, I started off with the sky and went off to the watercolor, leaving off a bit of where the land is. That will come back later with the acrylic. I did see that there are some places that I missed, but don't worry, we'll get rid of that soon. So now I've also tried to do more layers onto the water. While going through this, I noticed that it's hard trying to put watercolor on this type of canvas board. If you do one layer, it kind of becomes a little see-through, it doesn't feel complete, and there's a lot of air bubbles in the layer. So to make sure to prevent this from happening, I had to go through multiple layers of water strokes to help try to make it blend in and make sure that it doesn't bubble up as much. You know, funny story, this is not the first time I'm doing this. I actually discovered this concept while I was working on some other paintings many months ago. I thought of trying to create a different style, one that I haven't seen and is not rarely done. So I thought of trying a watercolor base and an acrylic top. I found out that while doing this, it actually looks really nice. It almost looks like what you would see in a picture frame. And I've tried this on many times, and the first time I really tried this was a project I did for my parents many months ago, where I found two pictures, one of our house taken today, and another one of our house when we bought it when I was 2 years old, back in the early 90s. And I thought that would be nice to have a picture in the house and try out this new style. Where in the background with the sky, I tried the sky being watercolor and along with the shingles on the roof and windows as well. And then the rest of it would just be acrylic. So you saw what was in front of you and the back was just the non-focus that just kept going on forever. I did that same concept with the old and the new house, and I tried it on one more project before working on this, and it looked so great that I thought that this would be a perfect project to work on that same scale. The one thing that was difficult when trying to work on the sky was having to keep looking at the reference. As you can see in the top left corner of the screen, that my computer is on one of the chairs. I actually had to tilt the screen so much that when I was going over it, I had to kind of look at the photo upside down to try to get an idea on where certain aspects on the sky are, where like the clouds would be and like shading and everything. And it was a little challenging, but it was funny to try to be, oh, I'm looking upside down and I have to do this. Luckily, I didn't do this for the rest of the painting. I had to probably move the painting side to side and turn it around 180 degrees just to make sure that I could get every aspect of it correctly. I'm usually a perfectionist, and this is one of those times where I try to be exact. What's going on right here is I'm trying to make some clouds. So what people would do to try to make these clouds is, with the watercolor, you take a paper towel or a rag if you have one, and you literally just blotch away all the wet paint. This will help bring out one of the original layers from the painting. Usually it's white or anything else you put underneath it, just to get the form idea that there are multiple dimensional clouds. Or in some cases, they can help cover up mistakes that you have made. Whoops, but no one needs to know. And now we've come to the next part. We are moved on to acrylic. First thing we're going to do is start off making some sand. Sand usually is done with some yellow, red, black, and a lot of white. So when I made this at first, I was able to get almost all of the surface of the sand. Then after running out, I'll have to pick up a new batch, which really doesn't start with the same color. It was a little darker, more pink. And I had to put that over and then cover it all just to make it work. It actually gave it more dimension, more layers on top, and it was quite very interesting to work with this. As we come close to the end of the video, I would like to say thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoy this. If you all want more of this type of commentary and more showmanship of my art skills, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll hope to see you later. Bye.